Well, hello there. This is Kathy Crow. I'm here at the Crow Cottage again. Wow, what a beautiful day it is. It is just fabulous out there. Sunny, warm. I've already been out on a bike ride today. Went out and worked out. I'm feeling pretty good. And today we are going to get to play with that ladybug. I didn't even get the stamp set out. Can you believe it? I wonder where it is. Well, I'll find it in a minute. I'm going to do a fun little card with it, and it has a punch with it, so that also is fun. I can't believe it. I think I put it away. If you can believe, you should believe it. Anyway, I'm trying something new. I'm actually trying to find my video on my phone instead of on the computer. And I can see clearly right now it's not working. It's not coming. I'm not coming up, like I don't even exist right now. And I don't understand this. I don't understand Facebook. It's weird. Because what's happening is I can't see comments on my, oh, there I am. Woohoo. Because I'm thinking maybe if I keep this right by me, I can actually see comments. Wouldn't that be nice? So I hope so. I'm gonna leave the phone here, and hopefully I will be able to see any comments that come up. So that's the plan. Now, if there are any comments, I don't see them. So if anybody's there with me, comment so I can see you're here, or hit a like or something. All right, I do have some jokes for us as we go along, but this is going to be fun. First of all, though, I have to find my Hello Ladybug stamp set. Where did I put you? I think I see you up on my shelf. Let's see. Nope, that's hot dog. It is called Hello Ladybug, right? Yes, it is. I see cheerful basket. That's one that I've been working on a lot. Oh my goodness, where did you go? I know you've got to be here somewhere. It has been a little while since I made this card. I've been wanting to do this one for probably the last 4 weeks, but every time I go to do it, some other fun thing that I've been working on just steals all of the thunder, and I don't see it. Okay, I know it's over here. I am going to have to go search. So here, you can follow me over here. I am going to go searching over on the shelf. This is where I keep all of my animal stamps. And I see, it's not Little Ladybug. Now, we had that one not too awfully long ago. It should be right here. Hello, Ladybug. And you're not. Why are you not here? Let's see, what else is on this one? Actually, there's hardly any flowers, so it's got, hey, I might be having a really short, sure, I've got flowering rain boots out. I actually did this with Hello Ladybug, so why are you missing hello? Hello, Ladybug. Wow, this is crazy. I think this is the first time I ever lost a set before I even got started with it. So there you go. There's always something new. I see a lot of H's, and am I missing it? Hello, Ladybug. I was missing it. There it is. Oh, my camera went off of me. I didn't even notice. It kind of just spun all on its own. All right, Mary, it's so nice to see you. You know what? Thank you for commenting, because now that I'm looking, I have to hit my camera, and then I can see your comments. All right, thank you, Mary, for commenting, so I know now for sure that I can see them, and I'm hoping this works out for my phone. We'll see. We'll see if that works out. I really would like to be able to see these comments. Okay, I'm gonna try re-plugging in here in a moment, but I kind of need to go like this. I'm gonna go like this and see if it works better that way to get my phone positioned. Let's see. Right there, I see it's having a hard time focusing. Focus. Okay, so there's my host code, and if you need to buy anything, this is a good time to do it, although All of the stamps that have been available all of this time are very quickly not going to be. That old catalog is on its way out. And the new catalog is on its way in June. June is when we're going to be able to order from it. So this is a carryover. It's going to be in the new catalog. So hello Ladybug, you're so cute. I put off buying this one for some time because I just didn't really want to. Because I already had a really cute Ladybug set that I loved. So I really did not want to, but I did anyway. Okay, I can see comments, but I have to keep dinking my phone to see them. So that's not gonna work. I really need those comments to just be scrolling along, so. Oh, awesome, Mary. I'm so glad you got your order started because you know what? I think I already saw that a bunch of things were on low inventory. Oh my goodness. Now, here's a couple of things we're going to look at today that are in the catalog, that are in the new ones. So this is not available yet, but there's this adorable tag. It's called designer tags. Oh man, and I am going to use this today. I have tags, but this one, I'm going to do it with this. This is that glimmer paper that's also new and available for people who are buying their stuff now, that are demonstrators. You can only do this if you're a demonstrator. So if you are not a demonstrator, please join my team. If you're joining, getting the starter kit and joining my team, you get to put in items from the new catalog. Otherwise, if you don't get the starter kit and you don't join, then you are not allowed to. You have to wait until June. But anyway, this is what I did with it. I'm gonna overlay that on this. This is all glimmery paper. It's really pretty. So I'm gonna use that today. There's a bunch of colors. It's all in colors, in fact, all the new ones. So I'm gonna make that card with a ladybug today. So we're gonna do some of these. I might use this rose one. This one's gorgeous. All of them are really pretty. Another die I'm going to use, I think this is a carryover. This is the Basic Borders dies. And I'm going to use this little stitched rickrack one. That's what I did for this edge right here. And these border dies have 3 envelope edges, but there are also these 4 just straight edges too. So that's a great die. That's available now if you want to purchase it. Another one that I'm going to use today is the Pretty Pop-Ups. And I wasn't even going to use this, but I ran a few through on my some foil, leftover foil that I had on hand on the weekend just to see how it would run. And I just love it. Now, a whole bunch of these pop up. I'm not going to take the time to do all of those because I'm not even going to use this. This is just one that I got out to see how it would look. I think inside my card, though, I'm going to do a little tag and use the rose die, actually, that's from this set. And then these little butterfly pop-ups, that'll be really cute with our little ladybug stuck on there. So anyhow, I'm not using that because that one is our glossy paper and it does not color very nicely with my alcohol pens. It would just smear all over the place. All right, so this is what we're gonna do to get started. First of all, you are going to want to cut I'm just cutting the front diagonal. I'm not worrying about really sizing or anything. Just your standard cardstock cut in half at 5.5 inches. That's what this edge is, 5.5 inches, and then scoring it at 4.25 and folding it. And then I am just gonna take the cutting board and cut a diagonal off. Before I do that, I wanna glue on some black because I actually don't want any white showing, and I'm afraid it might, if I mess around a lot with it, it might show. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take some black and cut it. I already cut it at 5.5. Now I'm gonna cut it again at 4.25 and lay it on top. I actually only need a little strip at the top, so if you're trying to conserve your paper, you could make it a little bit shorter. And look, it actually is even just a tiny bit short. Doesn't matter because that red is going to cover all of that. I'm going to go ahead and just put this glue on here right now, and then I'll cut out the edge. So I hope you're enjoying some good weather. We've had a lot of rain, and it was fun when our son was here. Our youngest son, we went to Branson, to Silver Dollar City, and had a blast. But it rained so much on the way down that there was one spot in the road that we actually hydroplaned on quite a bit. Scared me to death. Fortunately, Jeff was driving. He's a good driver, and it wasn't a big deal. To him, it was to me. And so we're going to go down to Branson again here very shortly. And I told him that it's has a 40% chance of rain that day. So I told him that we're going to look at the weather and we're going to decide the timing of that trip down there. It's not going to be when it's raining. Okay, I'm kind of just eyeballing this to see. I guess I could measure it so that you know also how many. I think this is probably... It's approximately 2 1/4. It's actually just a little shade more than that. And I'm just going to take my my blade and just cut it down right about anywhere in there. It's not going to really matter too awfully much, because when I lay on this is sweet sorbet. When I lay on the sweet sorbet, if it extends, I'll just cut, just cut and trim it around. So I don't really have to worry about that quite so much. But I do want it to be from this tip down to about here, actually. Okay. If you're really being cautious and you want to make sure you have exact measurements, you can take your ruler and then just measure for 2 1/4. That would be here. And then adjust so that you're not cutting as much off the bottom. Okay, with this kind of a cut, though, you really don't need to be that cautious. You just need a diagonal cut. I don't want a whole lot of the cover or that corner showing, and I'm just throwing away my little rectangle piece, although maybe I should save it because it actually has the angle I just cut on it perfectly, and then I can use it to cut my glimmer paper if I want to have a more accurate angle on it. I can. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to cut, this is going to be 4 1/4. I'm going to just make it a little tiny bit wider. I'd rather cut some off than have it be too short. So there we go. And then this is the angle that I'm using. And I do want some of the lighter at the top, and I want to dark. I want it light to dark. It's an ombre. Really pretty, isn't it? So I'm going to just do this. This will give me my angle, and then I don't even have to worry about whether that's going to... Let me make sure I'm down here. Get that point up there. Not there. Okay, there we go. So that should be pretty close to the angle that I've already got cut on this card. And then I'm going to take my diagonal die, the basic borders one. That's this stitched. There's a funky, ruffly, lacy one too, but and it actually, this, I don't know, I'm not sure. Does this go with a set? It says, oh, it's the pinned flowers set. It actually came with the pinned flowers if you bought it as a bundle. All right, so this is gonna go right here and cut that out. So I'll do that, and then we'll just glue this right on the top. And then these are my little daisy punch. Do we still have that daisy punch, ladies? I love that daisy punch. It's so cute. Okay, here's a joke for you. I've been down at the garden a lot. And so I've been observing a bunch of insects. Like we did finally see a big fat bumblebee. Jeff and I love those big fat bumblebees. And oh, my camera's kind of wonky in here. Let let me fix it before it like falls out of it. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully I haven't totally messed everything up when I did. I had a dye in my mouth. That's why I was talking weird. All right. So anyhow, yeah, I've been looking at a lot of fun things all over. There's a lot of really nice things down at the garden, and we do have, I haven't seen any ladybugs, but I have seen just really two. I'm going to put one on my Tri-City Crow Garden page because he was a fat one. Really super fat bumblebee. We love those. They are so cool. And it was on a Baptisia? I think that's what it was. I think it was Baptisia. I didn't have any of that in my garden in the Tri-Cities, but it, big purpley spired things. They're really cool. Now, this glimmer paper is pretty thick, so you're going to want to run it through a few times just to be sure it cuts through. It probably is good now, but I'm going to do it that third time just to be sure, and then check before I just rinse it all off. Yeah, it came away without any problem at all. I mean, you know, you can save this even and use it on a card. I mean, it's amazing what you can do with your scraps if you hang on to them. So don't be afraid to hang on to your scraps. It is... Oh, my 6x6 paper, I'm sorry, Mary, it is, let me grab it out here. This is called the 2022-2024 in color 6x6 glimmer paper. And it does have all of our in colors in it. Orchid Oasis. Oh, should I show them to you? I think I did show them to you because I think I showed these when I unpacked them. I'm not sure, but that Sweet Sorbet is really pretty. Now I'm going to do our little ladybug wings with this paper. This came with our Tulip Fields DSP. You're welcome. Glad I could get you before you had to leave. I'm glad I saw that comment. This is the Tulip Fields paper. It has those adorable little dots. Now, I know ladybugs, sometimes they do have white dots, you know. They're usually black, but I didn't want to do all the dot thing. The stamp set actually comes with wings that has black dots, and I am going to use those on the other card, but on this one, I'm going to just cheat and stamp with this. And this is Poppy Parade, so it's not quite a perfect match, but it's pretty close. So we're going to just live with it. The Parakeet Party, love that color. And Orchid Oasis and Starry Blue, those are beautiful. Look at those. And then there's this Tahitian Tide, which is very pretty too. So anyhow, I'm going to use that green glimmer here in a minute. Once I get to it. Let's put away my other die set. This is the basic border. Let's get that put away before I lose it. Okay, so I have been down to the park looking at bumblebees. I have looked at some flies, but unintentionally. And so I have got, for today's pleasantries, a little joke for you about flies. Now, I could do it all the way up there, but I'm going to come down a little. Now, I'm going to put my little ladybug right here. On this card, I actually cut out a white. I kind of just hand cut. You can see it's pretty sloppy. I punched just its head and did a little trim there because I thought I might need that stability, but then after I did all of this, I realized, nah, I didn't really need to do that. So we're gonna that's why I just cut it straight down. But I do want a little more of that black showing. So we'll just go ahead and stick this on here. What happened to my lid? Oh, good, it is in there. All right, so here's the joke for our insect lovers, garden lovers, just for fun. Just goofy, goofy, goofy as we go along. What do you call a fly without wings? Okay, now this is a good one to remember. Should be pretty easy. What do you call a fly without wings? And it's a nonsensical answer, so don't even try to make sense of it. You'll just disappoint yourself. Okay, now there we go. That's glued on. I'm going to take my scissors and trim this edge off like that. And it is hanging over a little bit there, so I probably better trim that too. But I want to be careful because sometimes when I do this, I trim more than I really wanted to. And good. And I don't want any of the white of this undercard showing. Sometimes I do that. So, all right, there we go. You call it's a walk. What do you call a fly without wings? It's a walk. Now, you've got to recognize the funness of words, right? So fly is a noun. It's also a verb. In this case, we're referring to it as a noun, and then all of a sudden it becomes a verb, and it's a walk anyway. Sometimes when I was doing ESL, or as it's known now, I think ELL in school with the little kids. Oh, bye, Mary. Have fun. Thank you so much for watching me. I appreciate it. And they couldn't get jokes like that because to them, it all has to be quite literal because they don't get the, fun of. Now, this is the flower that I'm stamping to get these cute little flowers here. I'm going to stamp those in our sweet sorbet. And then we do have our little daisy punch. This is the small daisy punch. It's from Daisy Lane. I hope that's still in the catalog. I don't know that it is. If somebody's watching, you can let me know if that is. Is this big enough? Too big? I hate it when I get it too big because then I've been making a big mess lately with my stamps. I've been rocking them a lot, apparently. I'm not really sure why, but I have been. All right, so we're just gonna let me get this out of the way before I stamp on it accidentally. And this is sweet sorbet, so there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Let's clean you off. I think I colored those in and didn't actually stamp them when I did them for this other card because they look paler, not quite as dark. Maybe I used my Poppy Parade. I don't know. Thought I used Sweet Sorbet because that is, after all, the glimmer paper is Sweet Sorbet. So now you're going to take let's clip this so that I can get them in easier to my punch. And then we're going to punch this. Now, you're also looking at this thinking, how did she get those fuzzy centers? Well, we had those not too awfully long ago. It was a few years ago. And I bought extras because, you're always going to need them, right? So I did buy extras, and I do still have some. But isn't that sweet? Love that. This daisy punch is so fun to use. I think the Hello Ladybug set is just made for the daisy punch. The little or the big one, either one. Love those. Okay, why should you never trust a pig with a secret? And we're not talking about the neighbor that you wish would clean up the miscellaneous cars and bumpers and, all over their yard. Talking about a real pig here. All right, now you're going to take your little daisies, and this one is kind of messed up there a little bit, so we'll tuck you down below. And then I'm gonna just layer them right on top, not like that, but layered so that I've got, different. I could punch out another one, but really it's not necessary. Just 2 is adequate. All right, so that one's going below, and that one's going below because I had a little bit of a bubble in my ink there. So sort of messed up. That one there. I hear my neighbor mowing the yard. That's nice. Not our yard, their yard. He's good. He's got that yard. It looks fabulous. Now, Jeff always has plans that when he's partially retired. So he goes to school. Right now he is at school enjoying that. It's the last days of this year. You know, it's a pretty sweet deal actually. And so he keeps telling me, though, what he's going to do when he fully retires. And I just listen and smile and nod. We'll see. He said we could right now we have somebody come and do our grass for us because we did not have a lawnmower I had an only garden at the house we lived in before. I did not have any grass. I'd gotten rid of it a long time before. It was a small lot. And I love to garden, and over the years, I'd eliminated every single bit. Sorry, people, I don't know who you are, but I cannot come to the door. And so, anyway, who in the world could that be? Anyway, because there's nobody in my yard. I don't know who that is. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to avoid you, but I'm busy. And now somebody just went down the street with their hatchback, like was flipped way up. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm talking quiet, like I am here, but I don't want you to know I'm here. Okay, so we're gonna put this flower on here. I do need a little square tag with this word, you can bug, or the sentiment, you can bug me anytime. Isn't that cute? Obviously, these poor people who are ringing my bell, not now. You can't bug me now. I'm a little busy. And if you knew me, you would know what I was doing. So it's obviously not somebody who even knows me at all. All right, let's use this little one. Stick that right on there. I'm doing this one in black. I bet you I have a square that's already cut out, a stitched square. Let's see if I can find one. Oh, it could be our neighbor right across the street. I see she's out and about. All right, there's a really big one. I don't want that. And I could use a circle, but because the ladybugs are so rounded, I don't want that. I don't want more rounded. I really want a square here. Wow, I've got a bunch of these big squares. There's a very little one, but I better save that one out in case I need to use it. Come on. Ah, there it is. There's the one that I need. That's the perfect shape. At night, I sit it down there doing this. All right. Okay, so now we're going to stamp. Hi there, you guys. It's nice to see you, ladies. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I hope your day is going good. It looked like in the Tri-Cities. I see Michelle, you're on. You can tell me, what's the weather like? It looked like it was really nice. I saw somebody had posted a Tri-City sky. The Tri-Cities sky page is, I look at that once in a while to see what you're doing. I miss those sunsets. We have nice sunsets here too, but they're not the same. They're not the same. All right, let's see here. I just lost my stamps. Where did you go? You're not in here, and I did just have you out. There you are. Okay. Knew you'd be here somewhere. All right, I haven't been putting them just like right in the case because I'm afraid I'll lose them. Just like I just almost lost that. That's why I'm not doing that. I'm not very organized sometimes. All right, let's see. What are we going to do now? We need to punch. So on the punch, I have my little ladybug body. So we're going to just do that in black. Right, there's one. Oops, did I get all of his antenna? Yes, I did. Oh man, his body, like I barely got it though. And then another one. Let's make sure I get the whole body this time. And if your punch is sort of getting dull, like mine is a tiny bit there, it's getting a little rough on the edges, just get some sandpaper and punch some sandpaper. It'll sharpen it up nicely. Then I'm going to use this paper. Again, this is from the Tulip Fields for their little wings. So there's one set of little wings, and there's another set of little wings right there. Okay, now we're ready to just assemble and almost done. I want this one at an angle like this. So let's just glue this on. Boy, I feel bad. I hope my neighbor across the street is, I think that was who was ringing my bell. And I've actually wanted to introduce her to Stampin' Up. Boy, I'm not doing a very good job of it when I won't even answer my door. There's one. Now, I didn't curl those up, and I should have. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I can still do it, but now I'll have to wait for it to dry really good. Take your, you can take your bone folder, but I'd be careful doing that. I'm going to take a paintbrush here, and I'm just going to curl those up. I don't need them curled up a lot. Although that center is so fat. Do you guys have any of those centers left? Oh man, I love these. Yeah, I don't use them a ton because when I do use them, I have to put tons of postage on the card because they are very fat. I wish they had made them just a little skinnier. They're nice. They're fuzzy. They're really nice. They're the perfect color, but okay, so that one, we'll glue that one on here. Let's make sure let's put the glue on here rather than on the tag. Okay, and then let's put on these little wings onto our ladybug. You're so cute, little ladybug. All right, why should you never trust a pig with a secret? Because it will squeal. It will squeal. I thought that was a cute one too. That's a good one. Good one for these are great ones for your grandkids if you're interested. This one's on a website called Frugal Fun for Boys. And boy, you do want some good jokes if you've got boys. They like them. All right, where's my dimensionals? We'll use our black ones. Okay, now, oh, I need an extra dimensional because I forgot I need one on the back side here too. I want to put this one here. We're gonna just stick it on its behind right here. And then we're gonna put another one right here on this side too. Match up its little antennas. There we go. Cute. So cute. And then I need the other one. All right, so let's do it again. There's the body. And the wings. I don't think I used one on the inside, did I? No, because I'm going to stamp that one. All right, so these pieces, I'm going to put these aside. There's the wings. What's the difference between broccoli and boogers? Oh my goodness, you can tell this is a kid's website when they talk about boogers. Even adults, adults are interested in funny, disgusting things, but kids are the only ones really interested in what's coming out of their nose. Most adults have gotten over that by the time they're adults. So we're going on. Kids don't eat broccoli is the difference. And that's only sort of sick and sad because it's sort of true. All right, as far as what else they do eat. My kindergartners at school would have loved that one, though. That would have been a good one. So yeah, if you've got really little kids, my grandkids right now, two of them would like it. That'd be a good one. Okay, so we'll put this little ladybug just kind of looking at the flower, just thinking about it, not really getting on it yet, but just thinking about it. Okay, all right. Then on the inside, I need more of that glimmer paper. And you could just take your edge that you cut, you know, if you wanted to, you could just do that. It would come down and then you'd have room and all of that. But I don't know, I kind of wanted more of it than just that. Do I want to use up my last sheet of glimmer paper though? I don't think so. So I think instead I am going to just use this. Okay, I'm making sure it's actually going to work, and it is. All right, what kind of a haircut do bees get? This is when you can figure out what kind of a haircut do bees get. I'll stick my head in here, not because of the haircut joke, but just so that I can see what I'm doing. There. All right, so that's that. And now you have room to write, but I did want to have a card in here as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut it in an angle, and I might use this to do that. And I'll have my angled piece right here. You see what I'm saying? All right, so we're going to go ahead and just cut it right along there so I know what I'm doing though. Let's bring it up. I need it to be a little shorter and a little bit narrower. Here's my pencil. And I'm just going to eyeball here where my line is. All right, so what kind of a haircut do bees get? They get a buzz cut. Oh, that's a really good one, especially if you want to encourage your little grandson to get a buzz cut. That would be good. Let's turn this over, and no, let's not turn it over. Let's do just a smidgen on this side and a smidgen on the bottom. Now it should be short enough and narrow enough. I can just bring it right on up there. Pretty close. Yeah. I kind of wanted it to be level and not have these extra levels like that. That's a little bit more than I expected though. I'm gonna go like that. All right. I don't hear from you guys about your weather. You haven't told me. I hope it's good. It's 70s this week, all this week in the 70s. Beautiful. When I went down on my bike ride, which is right by a preschool and, an elementary school and middle school. Here, middle school and elementary school are almost always like right on the same property. It's really nice. As a parent, I would have loved that. And it makes picking up kids a heck of a lot easier, I would expect. Although this year they have staggered times that probably for those two levels it works out. But I mean, we're talking serious staggered because they just didn't have enough bus drivers. So they did what they could, which was high school starts at 9 in the morning. 9 in the morning. Can you believe it? One time when I was this last week, in fact. And I believe it happened when we moved here too, one time, same kids. I met these high school kids goofing around, doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. I'm sure it was a brother and sister. They were actually arguing and fighting noisily. I just pedaled away and thought, oh, I need to make sure I'm not coming here at 9 o'clock in the morning from now on. So I don't want to have anything to do with naughty teenagers. All right. Well, how can you tell if someone is a good farmer? I think I've done this one before because he's outstanding in his field. That one's, that is such an old joke. All right, so we're going to take this ladybug. This ladybug. Where is she? There she is. This one right there. Oh boy, I really normally would want to do this with a Stamparatus. Let me find my tags. Let's see here. How about we get out a big tag, a big round tag. We'll plop her onto this, and that way I can stamp this on a Stamparatus. If I make a big mess with it, then I can always just get out another tag. Because the ladybug is going to be stamped with black, and I want to make sure I get super good impression with it. And I am afraid if I just use my regular stamp, I'm going to have trouble. And it's a photopolymer, so of course I could keep stamping it, but you know how that goes. What's going on here? This, what is going on here? How come my, okay, this goes under here, right? This goes there. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, and I don't use this all that often anymore, it seems like. I always tell myself, you need to be using this more often because it actually works wonderfully. You can't put a circle in a corner, so don't even try. All right, so we're going to stick you like right here on the very edge, little ladybug. I can even see when I'm inking it that it's not going to be enough black. One go is not going to do it. Actually, that was pretty good, but I'm going to do it one more time. Just to be sure, because I see a little dot right on her head. Now it's gone. Perfect, perfect. So you definitely, if you're stamping any solid fill stamps at all, make sure you buy the Stamparatus because it just is going to make your life so much easier. So much easier. And while we're right there, we might as well just do the sentiment as well. And I'm going to do May Your Greatest Wish Come True, which will be a really cute little, where is it? There it is, birthday card. You could do, maybe I'll just do a little hello. I do really like the little hello. Let's just do the little hello, and then that'll give me plenty of room to write. At the bottom there, and I'm going to do that with Sweet Sorbet. All right, so cute. Oh, there's the It's a Good Day. I love that one. As I go along, I keep seeing stamps that I want to do. My Friend, It's a Good Day. These are all so fun. Hello, It's a Good Day. We're going to put both of those on there. Make sure it's lined up. Pretty good. Pretty good. And gingerly ink that up. As always, I get ink on stuff. Okay. Very cute. I would love to get this card, wouldn't you? I love this little ladybug. I was so glad it was carrying over. All right, so that's that with the Stamparatus. We really don't need it anymore. But I better just leave it out because who knows? For the next card, I might use it too. All right, so we've got that. If you wanted to add little flowers, there's still a bunch. There's the daisy. You could always do another daisy. And one thing that you can do, since we've got this going here, you could do a stamp underneath and then right on top. And what I'm talking about is, let's position this. I don't want it to show it all, but I do want it to be up on the red, so we'll position it here. And then, since this is a photopolymer, I can just do it like this. Now, I could get the Stamparatus out, and that would work well. But I already put it away, and I don't really need to use it, so let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. Okay, and then I'm going to remove this because I actually want to stamp that again. Right where it was. And then that's pretty good, pretty good. And then when you put your card back down, you're just going to put it right over that. And it kind of looks cool when you have some, it's just an extra dimension to it. It kind of looks neat, and it doesn't really take any extra effort at all, does it? All right, this is a cute one. The other one's going to go together even faster. It's even easier to do. I do think this little card, the Ladybugs, is a way to just make some really fast, fun and fast summery cards. Okay, like that. All right, now I've got lots of room. I'll probably color that center. I do have some nice other centers, like yellow, little, you know, what have we got here? Let me peek into my, I've actually got an old orangey sequin that might look really cool. This is pretty old. Let's look in there and see. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We'll just use that. All right, it's fairly flat, so it'll close nicely. Isn't that cute? All right, very good. Uh-oh, I see that wing just a tiny bit right there. It's kind of bugging me, but if I cut it, I just didn't place the inside one exactly perfectly, but it's still pretty good. All right, so those are that. And then for this one, what we're gonna do is I am gonna take a card. I just took a cardstock. That's 5.5 by, again, it's the other half. I just took one sheet and cut one in half for the card we just finished, and then scored it. And then this one, I scored it at 4 1/4, and we're ready to go with that. And I wanted to do a point. Okay, so if your card is 4 1/4 by 5, your point right here is at 2 3/4. Okay, 2 3/4. So what you can do is take your score tool. Okay, and on this blade, this bar has measurements. You can place it right there. And then where the 2 1/4 is, you could either mark it with a pencil. That is not the halfway point. I can see. Did I say 2 1/4 or 2 3/4? 2 3/4. Okay, that is the halfway point right there. You can do it by putting it here, I suppose. 2 3/4. Just find it. 2 3/4. And then just mark it there. You're just barely marking it so that you can You can see where that point is. Okay, so I've got a little line there. A pencil mark just barely would work too. You know, you're just trying to get a tiny bit. And then we're going from one corner to that point to the other. That's how I'm getting a fun little point going here. So one there and one here. Put the point in the trough, the little cutting trough, and the corner in the other trough. And now you've got a nice point. Okay, and then I want to put some glimmer paper on. I'm going to use, this is the, I think these are also Flowering Fields. I think this is the Tulip Fields paper, and I'm going to use this side. I do want to have the green on the inside, so I'm going to end up cutting off some of that. I think I'm going to go ahead and just layer that on and then cut around rather than try to measure it and get it all exact, because I do want it to cover this entire inside. Now, if you wanted to make a really special card, you could do this as a special folder and do another 5.5 by 8.5 and score it at 4 1/4, and then you can glue one back to this back, and then you would have an extra flap that was going to come and flap over, and that would be really cool too. All right, so there we go. Now all I need to do is just cut away the extra. Trying not to cut my actual cardstock, just the DSP. All right, that leaves me this green, because I want my little, these ladybugs are going to be green. They are not going to be red. And this is the Tranquil Tide piece of glimmer paper. And the lightest part of it kind of matches this pool party, so not quite the same. So I want to keep as much of the lightness as possible. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my point from my other card. I'm going to use this as a guide. Okay, I'm just going to get that corner and that corner, and then I am just going to cut you like this. Okay, and then on this side, we are going to have to fold. So I want to get that exactly where it was, and I don't really want to. There we go. There, now I've got the fold, so I kind of know where it's going to be cut. I'm going to lay that right there in that little trough. If it's a bit on the large side, that's fine. If it's a bit on the skinny side, that is fine too. Because I don't want it to be there. I just want to make sure the angles are correct. And if they're not, like I see a tiny bit of white here and I can adjust it a little, but I don't know that it'll matter that much. That you could trim it and it wouldn't be a big deal. I'm going to glue that right on. It's actually pretty perfect. Sometimes when you overthink things in measurements and all that, you just end up, I do, messing things up. Sometimes if you just lay things on and cut, you're going to end up, when you're dealing with angles a lot of times, and that's the same principle with, which way? I think it's this way. It's the same principle with pop-ups. Pop-ups a lot of times work better if you're just kind of going for it, rather than trying to have it be all perfect. Okay, very good. Now I've got it sticking out here a little more than I wanted to, so I'm going to trim that off. There we go. And now I can see my white border. I didn't necessarily want to, but I am. I am seeing it, and I'm going to just be happy with it. All right, so there we go. We've got our blue sparkly, and I do want our ladybug bottoms to be black. But we're going to do glimmer wings for our ladybug. Now, where's my extra? Where did I put my... I didn't use up all of that little black sheet, did I? I don't think I did. I don't really want to cut a whole new one when I don't need to. I have not really thrown much away, so maybe... Oh, there it is. Okay, excellent. All right, so I do want... I'm going to do... Let's see, 1... 2. Let's just finish out this cardstock with ladybugs. There's 3. I don't think I can get any more than that because of the way I did that. So we've got 3 of those, and we'll use up, let's use this piece for... I don't want to use that piece. I want to use our parakeet party. Ooh, parakeet party, you're so bright. That's why I have the green showing here. I wanted that green to be there because I want parakeet party for the wings. Let's do the dark side. Coming to the dark side. So we've got 1. It's thick, so it's a little harder for me to punch. 2. Let's see if we can get those other pair of wings on this scrap. Easy peasy. Oops. Sure, all of it's there. Good, 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 good. All right. You don't want to waste that glimmer paper. It's really pretty. All right, here we go. Here's another one. This one's from the tooth day. We had a tooth day. Today is another... I'm kind of tired of the bug ones because that and the pig one really... That one really set me off. Hey, Will. Oh, good. William, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are here because you'll appreciate my jokes more. A lot more. All right, here's one. What detective finds lost teeth? Okay, what detective finds lost teeth? This is a rhyming one. This one isn't really even... This would be more like a riddle, I think, rather than a joke. But anyway. It's the tooth sleuth. Haha, tooth sleuth. I thought that was kind of cute myself. Which teeth do you have to brush? I think we've done this one before. It sounds familiar. Which teeth do you have to brush? I bet you can figure this one out. If you were a ladybug, you wouldn't have to be worrying about it because they don't... Do ladybugs have teeth? They are carnivorous, but those little aphids they eat just squish in my fingers, so I don't think that they really need teeth to eat them. So which teeth do you need to brush? No guesses, huh? Okay, here we go. The ones you want to keep, right? Yeah. So I've been brushing all my teeth. The lady told me to make sure I brushed behind the back side of those back molars. And I can actually do that now. When I had all of my wisdom teeth, I couldn't even possibly do that. Okay, so we're going to put that there. We're going to put that there. We're going to put that there. Here's the little... This is the tag. Now, remember I told you that I was going to show you these tags. I'm not going to cut out more of these tags, but I am going to cut out this little flower that's in there, and I'm keeping this tag. This is the one I cut out. Oh, delay. Okay, sorry, Will. Did you guess the joke? And then I didn't. Yeah, see, sorry. Okay. Now, you know what? This green's not really working for me. I thought it would, but the green's just not. I've already put them on. Okay, we'll keep the green wings, but I'm gonna pull in a different color for those wings. I don't really care for that. We're gonna use Orchid Oasis here, which I believe is what that is. That must be Starry Sky. Is it Orchid Oasis? No, that one's Starry Sky. They're so close, I have to put them right together to see. No, did I use up all of my Orchid Oasis already? And oh no, there it is. Whew, scared me for a minute. All right, so here's Orchid Oasis. Maybe we'll do that for their wings instead. Let's give it a try and see if it works better, because I wasn't really liking that. Okay, there's one. We'll do one and see what it looks like. All right, here's another one. If Logan has 25 candy bars and eats 20 of them, what does he have? This is your typical math joke that when we were in first grade, everyone quickly got tired of them. All right, so if we're gonna do green as well as this Orchid Oasis, we're gonna show some of that green. We might as well, right? I think that might look kind of cool. Okay, we'll have one with green and one without green. We'll put another Orchid Oasis one, and I think that'll be good. A tummy ache, very good. Yes, I remember having those tummy aches. One year I lived with my dad, and he was not, in some ways, a very careful parent. He had a big candy jar of hard candies that he always kept filled on his end table or coffee table. And he let me eat as many of those as I wanted to. And I was 12, right? I was old enough to know better, but boy, I remember waking up with a really bad stomach ache one where I can't go to school. I'm sick. And it was just because I'd eaten a whole bunch of that candy. I only did it, I think once. I don't know. Maybe I did it more than once. Okay. This is going to look better. So I'm going to put these aside because I wanted to show you this die. The little rose that's here, we're going to use this one. This is called the Designer Tags. It's in the new catalog, so if you're not a demonstrator, you can't order these yet unless you join our team. And we're also going to do pretty pop-ups. So I'm going to not use the big ones. I showed you what that looked like. I am going to use this little one, this little oval one. No, I'm not going to use the little oval one because I'm using the rose die. The oval one looks cool, but I am using these little dragonfly and butterfly ones. Just those two, I think. There's a little tiny one too, so maybe we'll use that as well. And let me grab a piece of white cardstock. And I'll trim it down when I'm done. What I'm going to do is we're going to put the flower like so. Okay. Now maybe we'll put the flower. We're going to put the flower down here in the corner. And then we're going to put this little butterfly here and this little dragonfly here. And let's see, maybe we'll put that little one there. And I just did that to see where the placement's gonna be for these pieces. Let me get my embossing machine out here. I want you to see how cute these are. Oh, this is a very cute way to do an insert. Really super cute. Okay, so if Logan has 25 candy bars and eats 20 of them, what does he have? He has, let's see if William's answered, a tummy ache. Oh yeah, that's right, you did. But actually that is a good answer. Also, he has cavities. That is not even true. I've eaten a lot of candy, not maybe that many in one sitting, but it does not necessarily mean you get cavities, especially if you go and brush your teeth, by the way. All right. I'm going back to the bug jokes. They were funnier. All right, so here we go. You taking these off. Look at this. You're not going to have to weed out all of the pieces. They pop right off. But let me put all these dies away because I mixed up 2 different tags. I want to make sure this gets back in with my tag because that is going to go on that tag so nifty. All right, lifting that off and look at this. Oh, how cute. Cute, cute. So the wings just pop out like that. And your flower is going to pop out down here like that. Isn't that sweet? I love that. Now I do need to trim. So let's grab the cutting board and we'll just trim away a little bit here. Not too carried away though, because I don't want to cut so much away that I can't. Let's see here, like that. A little bit more on the bottom. And then you've got plenty of room to write in. You've got your colored edge, and you could cut, if you want to show more of your colored edge, you can cut away quite a bit. You know, because I mean, why have all of that pretty paper under there if you're going to just have it all covered up? Oop. I better not go any more than that. That's quite a bit. I don't have a lot of room now to write on in there, but I did want to have some of that paper showing. It's so pretty. All right, isn't that cute? Now we're gonna glue that on. Thank you, Will. I'm glad you enjoyed it. How's your day going? It's going really well here. Other than the fact that I ignored my neighbor a minute ago and she was ringing my bell. I'll have to go ring their bell and say, did you need me? Because I was like slightly busy at the moment. Hopefully she'll just think I was in the backyard. I was in the backyard a lot. It's really beautiful out there. Really beautiful. Today is it's a breeze. There's a tiny, tiny breeze, the gentle. So it was wonderful for riding my bike too. Okay, so we've got a little ladybug that we can stick on here. And you've got a little one there. You could stick one on the inside if you wanted. Let's see. Let's try one on the inside. One there. Anyway, because I want to make sure my tag gets on here. So I showed how that went together. Now I can glue this on. I just wanted you to see this awesome this awesome tag set. It's so cute before I glued this together. I don't want to cover up this pattern. I should put some words on it, but I really don't want to. Because it's too cute. All right, so let's take this and stamp something on it. I've got to stamp something on it, and then we'll just do we'll do the It's a Good Day again. I like that one. That's going to go well with anything other than sympathy. Other than that, it'll go good with anything. So let's grab Orchid Oasis out, since that's our darker color. And we'll just stamp that right there. And I could have done it up here. It's a Good Day up there. You could do that. You could do a bunch of things. But I'm going to go ahead and stick something on this tag, so I'll just do that. Oh, good. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't have as great a thunder as you want. That's the way it's been here, except for the nights that it's gone really good and I've been sleeping. We've had apparently some really good thunderstorms while I've been asleep. I've heard some thunder, but not nearly as much as you'd expect. All right, I could get out, well, since I'm showing you the tags, I should probably go ahead. There is this tag. I haven't punched it yet. It's a little bigger than I would want, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Like right here. Oh, do I have room to do it? I'll have to flip it and do it this way. Okay, I'm gonna just run it over here on the side on my own while you chit-chat amongst yourselves. It'll only take a second to do that. And then we're gonna see how well it punches out. Oh good, it came right out. What I mean is this little pattern came right out. I don't even have to clean that up, so that was good. All right, so now we could do that, you see. And we just need a little tie. Tie all that together. The in-colored ribbons that we've got this time around are really pretty, and they're really skinny, which is nice because it's going to make it much easier to get through that little opening. I won't have to trim my ribbon at all. It should go right through there. Let's give it a go. Okay, we'll do one and the other. Oops. There we go. It's woven. Isn't it pretty? It's glimmery and it's woven. So I should be able to get a really nice edge at the end here. I'll show you what I mean in a second. All right, very cute. We'll stick that on there. And I don't, let's go ahead and do dimensionals, whatever. I'll go ahead and just stick a few on here. Like there. All right, so if you take your edge of your little ribbons, and I can do it there, but if you pull it apart, you get some nice frayed edging on your ribbon. Very pretty. Yeah, I might need that to be a little shorter for that to be effective there. Oh, got it all stuck to my hands. There we go. Cute. You could do it all the way. It's easy to do. As you can see, some of our woven things have been hard to pull apart and get a lot of fray. This one's super easy. And with these butterflies, if that's not popping out enough for you and you want it to be a little bit darker, you could just take your pencil, you know, and color that edge a little bit. If it's already on your card, you're not going to want to use a pen, I don't think, unless you're like really good. Or you can even do the inside of the wing, if that's more to your liking, and just leave the edge. Do a different. The other thing you can do that actually looks really good with these little guys, and since I did that one, let's do this one too. Right there. The other thing you can do is take a gel pen. Your gel pens are your friends. Okay, they make a really nice sharp edge all around the little butterfly. There you go. Aren't you so sweet? Just a little bit. I don't want a lot of yellow on that card, but that's one way you can get those guys to kind of bounce out a bit more. And then, of course, if you were going to do this on a card front, then you might want to put this, you know, do this in black or something, or not black. We'll do it in a different color. That's what I'm saying, so that you could sponge that around if you wanted to. You could do it white and sponge it. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. All right, let's put you on and we are done. Little ladybugs. This is a fun card to make. I love these. So we'll enjoy picking up that cake. I was drooling as I was thinking about how delicious it's going to taste. It's got strawberries and strawberry ice cream, almonds, and vanilla. That sounds really good. No chocolate. William got taken out by chocolate in our household. I mean, everything was chocolate, so pretty typical. That once you've had so much chocolate, you're probably not going to want chocolate anymore. Okay, there's that one. Do we need a third? A third might be a bit of an excess, so we'll just stick that one in there. There we go. Isn't that cute? All right, I think we are all done for today, and I appreciate that you were watching me. Let's see if my camera is still working here. It is, yay. All right, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks, Will. Yeah, no chocolate. That's all right, it's good for him. It's good for him to not have chocolate all the time, right? So they'll be the ones. My mother did not like lemon, and she didn't like chocolate. She didn't like lemon or chocolate because that was all they ever had as a dessert was lemon and chocolate. That was what my grandmother liked. So since we had chocolate all the time, I'm glad that you still do like chocolate anyway. Have a great day tomorrow. I'll be thinking about you. And tonight also, as you're picking up your ice cream, hope it's not too hot. Here it's warm enough. You'd have to be scooting home fast or it'll all melt. Yesterday, when Dad and I went to Brahms Ice Cream, I got butter pecan, and cherry Bordeaux. It's delicious, but it was super soft. And so it just, even as she handed it to me, it was just like sliding off the cone. I told Dad I think they need to turn their cooler down, and those middle containers in that cooler, I don't think they're frozen enough. He thought, well, maybe they turned it down because it was so hard when they scooped it out and shoved it into the waffle cone. They were breaking those cones because they had to have so many new kids come in to work for them. And so maybe, but it was a little soft, but I enjoyed it and ate it all really fast. Okay, that's it. So again, I think Ladybug is not on back order. If it is, don't be frustrated because it will come back. It's in the new catalog that's coming out. So it will be available even if it's for some reason on back order now. Don't worry, it'll be there. But anything with a punch that's cute oftentimes is on back order, and you want to buy it because once in a great while we can't even get them anymore. I don't know what happens, but sometimes punches are the cost of metal and all that, like it goes so up to the yin yang that is like, well, we can't do it anymore because we can't afford to sell these punches for this price that's in the catalog, so we're just not making them anymore. So I would get my Ladybug and my Ladybug punch if I were you. All right, thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Bye.